Are you ready for the rough?
What's going on, guys? It is Shoot 'em Up here, and today I am going to tell you guys the best tips on how to get a MOAB if you are struggling on getting a MOAB, or maybe you've only gotten one luckily and you're wanting to get some more. So this video is by no means the fastest or the best high KD or whatever MOAB that you guys have seen on YouTube. It is no Fear Crowds MOAB. It is purposefully a slow, more laid back MOAB, just to really show you guys specifically what I mean whenever I'm telling you guys on how to get this MOAB and how to play safe. Not camping, because if you guys notice, I'm not going to be sitting in any corners anywhere. I'm just going to be working the map to my advantage and doing my best to not get shot in the back. Now, first things first on how to get a MOAB. I'm going to tell you guys some tips and tricks really on my best ways on for you, I don't know, newer players, you people that are struggling, you're getting to that 23 kill mark and you die, or you're getting up there close. But the first thing you need obviously is a weapon that you are very, very comfortable with. I prefer the ACR and or the MP7 if I'm going with the secondary. Village is a pretty large map with some long lines of sight, so the ACR is probably the best choice for this map. If you're comfortable with the Scar L, go with that one. Really, you just need to choose any gun that you are comfortable with. I wouldn't recommend, the PM9 or, what's another assault rifle, the CM901. I wouldn't recommend any guns like that because the recoil and stuff is not to your advantage. You need to have every advantage on your side while you're going for MOAB, especially if it's one of your first ones. Now, what is a guaranteed, what is a given on what you need? There's two things that are givens on what you need when you're going for MOAB. The first one is a silencer. You must have a silencer if you're going for MOAB. Now, some people can get them without silencers, and that's just because they're good players. These people that get really fast, MOABs and stuff, you watch their gameplay, you're like, oh man, gosh, I wish I could do that. But if you watch their gameplay and you're not a rushing player like they are, and you try to go out and do what they do, it's not going to work out too well for you guys. So this is a more slower, laid-back MOAB for you guys, but is in no means a camping MOAB. Now, a silencer is going to help you stay off of the radar, obviously, and then in turn have kind of less people coming at you to where you can handle the amount of people and you kind of in control of your engagement. Now, the next thing that you definitely need when you're going for a MOAB is a portable radar. And as you guys saw at the beginning of this gameplay, whenever I was running with my portable radar, it's a really good idea to run with your portable radar. And what I mean by that is throw it 20 feet in front of you, go up to it, make sure there's nobody there, pick it up, throw it 20 feet in front of you, pick it up, and get to the spot that you want. Because as you guys saw, I kept doing that until I got to the spot that was a very high traffic area that would in turn help my team out and actually help myself out when I'm going for this MOAB. And another thing I want to point out is that ballistic vest. If you ever see a ballistic vest on your team, somebody has it laid down, definitely pick that up. It'll be to your advantage. And if you guys notice, I would have probably died right there. One more bullet. If I didn't have that ballistic vest, I would have died. So that was amazing, and that my teammate actually saved my life right there. So if you have any teammates that you're playing with, try to get them to run some ballistic vests and some UAVs and counter UAVs, and that will really help you out. Now, the next thing that you need is a very strong secondary. And as I'm running in this, in this video, I'm running the Akimbo FMG9s, as you guys just saw, which are probably the best secondary in the game, besides, the MP9, which kind of gives it a run for its money. So you really need a strong secondary if you're getting in a jam and you run out of ammo with your primary and somebody's right on you and you got to switch weapons real fast. You definitely need a good secondary. I don't recommend any pistols or anything like that. It's definitely not any Strela missiles, because that's really not going to help you out. Because once you get all your perks, you don't really have to worry about, kill streaks. That's for your team to worry about. You're worrying about yourself getting a MOAB. Now, once you get your perks, you have to use your perks to your advantage. Really, the sequence that you get your perks in Specialist, which is a guaranteed for what you need as well, Specialist is really up to you, but I would suggest, putting Assassin on there for your first perk tier, or actually putting on your actual class's perk, because the faster you're off the radar, the sooner you're off the radar, the better, because that kind of just helps you out in turn to get all 7 perks, so that you're off the radar and you don't have anybody coming up if they get a quick UAV on you or something. Now, Another thing that's going to help you guys get the MOAB is navigating the map. Stay on the edges of the map. Do not go in any high traffic areas. Don't rush anywhere. And as you guys see here, you know, I kind of sped up the parts, but whenever I'm running across the map and I want to get from one place to another, whenever I want to get from A to B, I don't run straight through. I actually flank. Flanking is very key to getting MOAB. You have to flank. Flanking around the enemy, going back and forth, going from behind them, the spawns flips. Flank around the entire map. If it takes you a minute to flank around, but you don't die, it is well worth it, especially if it's one of your first MOABs. It is very well worth it. So flanking and doing all that stuff is great. Now the other thing that kind of takes some learning, I guess, is knowing what your team is doing. And as you guys have seen in this video, a lot of guys on the other team, on the enemy team, like this little middle area that I'm in right now. So every time I run through here, I am expecting for somebody to be there. I'm expecting for one of them to go back and maybe have his tactical insertion. And so whenever you figure out what your enemy team's what their strategy and all that stuff is, you can kind of play off of that and then kind of get the easy kill because they're going to go back to that camping spot and whatnot. Now another thing that isn't too much of a gaming strategy of what you can do in a game, but my spawns videos, I strongly recommend to you guys to watch them. They really will help you out, and they've helped me out a lot in playing domination and free-for-all. Because whenever you kill somebody and you know that they're going to spawn there, I get the MOAB. But when you kill somebody and you know that they're going to spawn one of these two areas on the map because you have a couple of them blocked off, it's a lot easier for you to kill them and you can get your streak going. So I've gotten really high scoring games, really good gameplays because I know the spawn. So I can't recommend to you guys enough how much you guys need to watch my videos. And I'm not trying to promote myself or anything, but watching my spawn videos will help you guys a lot because whenever you know the spawns, you know where the enemy team is coming from, so you won't be caught off guard as much. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this. I'll try to go in as much detail as I could in the time I had provided. Hopefully this will help you guys get your MOABs and do all that stuff that you guys want to do if you are struggling to get a MOAB. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys later.